Hello everyone. I hope you are all doing fine and you have also watched the video on fundamental rights. As I've explained in the fundamental rights video, I'll be taking up different separate articles in small videos for better understanding of the article. And in these articles also, I'll be giving one mains question. So we'll cover fundamental rights and DPSP's various aspects and all other very small aspects, various judgments in the separate videos from the main polity Lakshmikant videos. If you have any query, you can email us at info@GyanMimansa.com and you can join our Telegram channel. We will be providing the link and the email ID both in the description box below. So let's start with the fundamental rights under Article 14. What does Article 14 says? It is under the right to equality. First article under right to equality. If you remember Article 14 to 18, when stipulates right to equality, secures for all Indian citizens right to equality. So Article 14 stipulates two kinds of equality, that is equality before law and equal protection. So there are two clauses in Article 14, which literally means state shall not deny to any person equality before law and equal protection of laws. Now let's look into it. What is the meaning of equality before law? Equality before law is more British concept. According to this, there is no privilege to anyone. Absence of any privileges, that is first thing. Second is equal subjection to ordinary law. So each and every citizen is subjected to all the ordinary laws equally. For example, X crime, if the punishment stipulated is 5 years, so irrespective of caste, class, creed, race, irrespective of anything, or the punishment would be the same for various classes, categories, caste, economy of this particular person who is committing the crime. So there is no privileges or no difference between this punishment, and no person is above the law. So these are the 3 points within the equality before law. And here you can see this is a negative connotation, that is, it stops the state from giving any special privileges. So 3 points: absence of privileges, equal subjection to ordinary law, and no person is above the law. So that is why it is a British concept and it is a negatively connoted article, where state cannot do certain things. State cannot discriminate. State has to be provide equality to all subjects. Second concept is the equal protection of laws. This is American concept and it is positively worded. That means state can give some actions, some affirmative actions for example, equality under equal circumstances. Not like punishment or ordinary laws, but equality under equal circumstances. Similar law to similarly situated. Here you can see how, for example, as I told you, if the punishment for a murder is 5 years, for example, okay, then X or Y, irrespective of their class, caste, creed, anything, they will be getting this much punishment. For example, maybe capital punishment or whatever. But if the situation is different, okay, then similar law to similarly situated. If there and there are different circumstances under which the murder was committed, okay, then it may not be, it cannot be said that they should be punished equally. So there may be some changes in the punishment or sentence. That is why, and like should be treated alike, and alike should be treated alike. That means if X and Y are different, so they should be treated differently. For example, the affirmative action taken by the state for upliftment of women, differently able child, etc. So you cannot place a child and an adult in similar circumstances. Here also we can see if someone is below 18 years, so they will be tried as a child, and the punishment is less. So if the two people are under different circumstances, then they can have some benefit of some disadvantage if they are having. So this is what is called as equal protection. So it is a positively worded. That means state can take some good action, affirmative actions, positive actions to reduce the inequality. Then what is rule of law? This concept was given by A.V. Dicey, and it means absence of any arbitrary powers. So the state does not have any arbitrary powers. They have to work within the framework of the constitution itself, and no person can be punished or anything without the law. So state cannot have any arbitrary power and do anything arbitrary. They have to perform their acts within the law, within the framework of the law. If this much is the law, so they have to work within this law also. If they think that there is some issue, then they can amend the law. Parliamentary procedure, we'll talk about the amendment procedure, how it can be done in the other upcoming videos. But the state can definitely amend the law, but until and unless the law is amended, state has to work within the boundaries of the law. That is why there is no arbitrary power. State cannot do whatever they want. This is the main meaning of constitution also. Constitution is something which provides some restrictions on the government, restriction on the state. That is the word constitutionalism comes from. Constitutionalism. That is the restriction on the power of the government, restriction on the arbitrary powers of the government, and rule of law is the one of the main concept under the constitution. Then there are some exceptions. For example, under Article 361, governor and president are given some privileges. Also, in the civil matter and in some criminal matters, they cannot. A few of them there are there under which they cannot be arrested. Right. Similarly, under Article 105, the MPs, in Article 194, the MLAs also have certain privileges under which they cannot be treated as an ordinary person under certain laws. Okay, then if Article 31C comes in, then Article 14 goes out. What Article 13 says, to apply Article 39B and 39 subclause B and clause C, the government can invalidate or government can override the Article 14. Okay, so wherever Article 31C comes in, Article 14 goes. And what are Article 31 says? Article 39 clause B and Article 39 clause C will be superseding Article 14. Now, what is said in Article 39B? Article 39B states equitable distribution of material resources. Equitable distribution of material resources. And for this, the government or the state can violate Article 14. Article 39C states prevention of concentration of wealth. Okay, so both of these Article 39B and Article 39C, to apply these, and the government can override Article 14. The state can override Article. Then foreign dignitaries and UN and its agencies and their members are also having diplomatic immunities, and they cannot be treated as equals within the country. So these are exceptions under Article 14. So under Article 14, we have learned three things. One is equality before law and equal protection of laws. And third is there are some exceptions. And then there is rule of law. Now, one question for you to write. You can write this question and email us info@GyanMimansa.com. Also, you can join our Telegram channel. And in the Telegram channel, we have started daily one answer free of cost. You can just write and send it to us. So today's question is, what do you understand by the concept of equality before law enshrined under Article 14 of Indian Constitution? How is it different from equal protection of laws? So in today's video only, we have covered this part. You can write it. It is a 10 marks answer. Try to write it within 150 words or up to 180 words max. And you need to write on plain paper only, plain or blank paper. No ruled paper should be used. and try to keep adequate margin on the side for us to give you some comment, positive feedback, negative feedback, constructive feedback, whatever will be there. And try to scan into one single PDF and email us. Try not to send the images because images are very difficult to evaluate. Okay, so try to make this into one single PDF file, 2 pages, use white plain pages. Okay, thank you, all the very best.